Helldivers 2 has a serious problem with their Warbond system. Like, look at this freaking nonsense! Honestly, this system needs a revamp because it's a bit harsh for the normal player like myself. Flame078 here, the normal gamer, breaking down gaming from the average perspective. And let's dive into the problem with Helldivers 2 Warbond system. Like, come on, gosh darn it, look at this. I think the Warbonds need restructuring. In the 2 months since release, I have about 40 hours in, I'm almost level 30, and with just gameplay, just unlocked the cutting edge Warbond. I wanted some of those guns, so I got that instead of the Steel Veteran Warbond. That came with the game. But the thing is, it's a bit cumbersome doing this the gameplay route. Not because it feels like it's forcing me to spend money, that's not really it at all. It's the order that the Warbond is laid out and the way you unlock things. And now this is made worse with this awesome freaking Warbond coming out next week. Like, come on, I want that freaking crossbow so bad. Look, everything is fine about how everything works in Helldivers 2, except on how you unlock things. I'm a bit annoyed because I want this gun that's at page 3, but I have to get everything else prior. And I'm only getting so many medals every time I play, which again, is not really the issue. My issue is I kind of wish the weapons, the boosters, and the armors were separate. Or at the very least, remove the restriction of completing a page or a certain amount of medals before getting on to the next thing. Like, at least right now, to me, I want to be able to get weapons faster, then boosters, and then lastly, all the armors. Because at least to me, I haven't changed my armor since the start, so I don't want to be forced to spend medals on an armor that I'm not going to use. And luckily, I have been able to use a lot of the weapons, so I kind of know what I'm getting myself into once I get them, because my randoms have been dope and dropped them for me to use during my matches. And again, this isn't a deal breaker whatsoever, it's just a minor gripe. And come on, if I can spend money on this bullshit for 5 years, then I can drop and willing to drop money here. But even so, that won't change the fact that I don't like the way I have to unlock things. But I mainly decided to not spend any additional money up until this point because I wanted to see how just playing the game would reward you in terms of using these Warbonds. And depending on who you are, it could be good or bad. The game started with a 10-page free Warbond and a premium Steel Veteran Warbond with 3 additional pages. All those combined, if you got everything, would give you over 1,000 super credits needed to get, say, the Cutting Edge one Warbond that came out 1 month after the game released, which that Warbond was another 3-page content store. And these 3-page Warbonds give you about 300 super credits. And I'm not sure if they're planning to do another big 10-page Warbond, but at the moment, the system is set up where it won't earn you enough of the premium currency to unlock the next one. But the thing is, it's balanced out by the amount you can get by just playing. And this is a low ball, mostly because I haven't been paying attention, but in a mission and say in an hour, you can get maybe 50 to 100 super credits. The game is really generous here. So it feels like the incentive to spend money is strictly so you can support the development studio rather than making you feel FOMO. But I can see why some would hate that aspect, but it couldn't be me though. And I think you're kind of silly if that is really your gripe. The only thing I'm actually kind of complaining about is the order of unlocking things. I just want to get these damn guns without restrictions. And that's really it. Arrowhead, can we maybe consider this? It's just a cumbersome to want a gun on page 3 but earn everything else beforehand. I believe the Warbonds should just be restructured where weapons, boosters, and armor are organized in a way where players can focus on unlocking the things they want without needing to go through this archaic battle pass page system. It allows those earning the super credits by gameplay a bit more freedom to get what they want, but also those that support you with money to have a say in how they proceed in unlocking the content for the Warbond. And I know, I get it that most other systems in other games work the same way, but considering that Helldivers 2 game content is not based on FOMO, then ideally I would want this to be less restrictive. Either way, I'm super pumped, and Helldivers 2 is a fantastic example of a live service done right, but more importantly, a game for gamers. Flame078 here, the normal gamer. Until next time, adios.